What's going on, my dudes? Welcome to the channel. I'm quinnybagz, and today, my dudes, I'm going to be teaching you how to make this amazing mob/loot farm in Minecraft Java 1.16 plus. So let's get right into it and not waste any time, and I'll show you guys how this farm works, and then I will show you the materials needed to build it. So let's get started. Alright, so as we can see, it's quite a big farm, and there is 5 levels to this farm. So basically what happens is the mobs spawn on these platforms. These water buckets actually get dropped out of the dispensers and actually flow water all the way across the platform and drop the mobs off the platform. And it does it in a sequence, so it basically goes off every 5 seconds roughly. So we're going to go up there to the Afk platform, and I'm going to show you guys where you guys AFK, and then I'm going to show you guys when you drop down how much loot will actually come. All right, so here's the Afk spot. You basically just sit up here for a few minutes, and then basically once you're done sitting up here for a few minutes, you jump down. And as you guys can see, there's lots of mobs getting caught in the farms: creepers, skeletons, spiders, and zombies. And it's working absolutely amazing. And then now we're going to come down here in the loot collection room, and we're going to check out what we got. And as you guys can see, this farm gets you gunpowder, rotten flesh, arrows, bones, and string. So it's an amazing mob loot farm. All right, let's get started building it. All right, my dudes, now before we build this thing, we're going to need the following supplies: 16 stacks of building blocks. We need 13 stacks of slabs, 13 redstone repeaters, 4 observers, 5 dispensers, 41 magma blocks, 8 fence gates, 4 redstone dust, 3 redstone torches, 4 hoppers, 4 doors, 4 chests, 2 redstone powered rails, and also 10 regular rails, a minecart with a hopper inside of it, and then also 9 pieces of glass, and then 2 stacks of scaffolding, and 5 water buckets in total to put inside of the 5 dispensers. But we will need some extra water buckets just on the side that you could just reuse these ones. So that is all the supplies you will need for this farm. And also you'll need a temporary fishing rod. I didn't put it in here, but you'll need a temporary fishing rod just to get the minecart moving at the end. But that is all the supplies you guys need, so make sure to screenshot this or whatever you're doing and go collect up all these supplies, and let's get started on building this farm. All right, so the first thing we're going to do for this farm is we're going to place down the base platform. Now, it's pretty big, so find yourself a pretty large area. As you guys can see, there's lots of space down here. You guys can build it over the ocean. I did that in my hardcore series, and it worked great as well. But I'm going to build it on land for tutorial purposes. So let's go ahead and build this thing. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go 9 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. All right, and then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go on an angle here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, there's 8 blocks in between these 2 sections here because we're going to build that 9 strip right there. So as you guys can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the middle. And then for these strips, they're going to be 9 long. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just like that. So then we're going to do 8 in the middle and then 9 across. So let's keep doing this pattern all the way around until we reach that point over there. All right, so this is how it looks. So there's 8 blocks in the middle, starting from that block there to that block there. That is 8. And then from this block here to that block there, that is 9. So that should be your base layout so far. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go 1 block in like this all the way around. Now, just to go over final dimensions here, because this was 9 long and we added 1 block on the inside of each side, this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on each strip here, plus that block is 8, plus that block is 9. So make sure it's 7 on the inside of each side now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here, okay? Simple as that. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dig 1 block deep all the way around the whole perimeter here, and we're just gonna leave 1 block of distance from our actual layout that we put up. So you're just gonna dig all the way around, leaving 1 block on each side, and we're only gonna go 1 block deep. All right, so this is what it now looks like. Now what we're gonna do is remove 5 blocks from this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna do that on each side. So every single side, just remove 5 blocks, leaving only the 1 block in the corner. And just like that. All right, so it looks like this now. All right, next thing we're going to do is grab water buckets here. We're going to place a water bucket on top of every single grass block that you've left here. All right, after you place all the water buckets, it should look exactly like this. Make sure you only place them on those dirt blocks and not against the walls or anything like that. And it should look exactly like this, dudes. All right, so we're going to dig out the center now. So wherever there's no water, just dig that out real quick. Next, we're going to go to the middle block, which should be right here. We line that up with that, and that should be our middle block. And we're going to make a 3x3 hole and make sure it's right in the center like this. Next thing we're going to do after we did that, dig 2 blocks deep like this, and we're going to clear out a nice little area down here because this is where our collection room is going to go. So make it 2 high like this, and then let's go like 3 out on each side and make a big old square down here so we can actually fit everything nicely. All right, once you're done, you should end up with a room like this. I made mine 9x9 underneath the 3x3 hole. That way we have plenty of space. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is grab our building blocks, and we're gonna build a 3x4 block down here. And it should look like this. It'll be off-centered from the 3x3. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 by 3 block. And then the next thing we're going to do is break out those. Next thing we're going to do is grab out our chest and then our hoppers. And we're going to place chests there and then hoppers here. And then break this out down here. And we're going to place our chest down there. And then we're going to place hoppers connecting down there. That way we have plenty of space for this farm and we don't run out of room. All right, so next we're going to grab our powered rail, our redstone torches, and our rails. And we're going to place a powered rail right behind the hopper like that. And then we're going to go across on the other side and place another redstone powered rail right there. And then we're going to grab our rails and go over here. And we're going to go over top of the hopper. We're going to make a track go all the way into like this kind of heart-looking shape. Kind of like this, except for that needs to connect right there. And that powered rail goes there. So after you have this V-looking shape here, we're going to go underneath the powered rails and go ahead and light it up like that. And then cover it in. And then do the same on the other side, light it up, and then cover it in. That way, these are now powered and ready to go. Next thing we're going to do is actually put some torches in this room because, trust me, you do not want to come down here and something just explodes on you. I've had it happen before. Next thing, we're going to build a tunnel all the way down here, and we're going to exit the farm. Just build it a decent length. As long as you can't hear water, you're probably good. And let's pop up. There we go. And we are outside the farm now. Now, you can put some ladders here or whatever you want, or a staircase. That way you can get down there, and make sure just to light up that tunnel. Next thing we're going to do is grab our magma blocks here. We're going to put them over our rails, and it's going to be a 3x3 like that. Now, we're going to extend this out here all the way to here. It's going to look like basically like a star kind of pattern in a way. But basically, you got to leave a 2-block gap there, and then a 1-block all the way around. And then we're going to do this on every side here, so it's going to look exactly like this. All right, that is what the pattern should look like. As you guys can see, there's a 2-block gap, and then it goes all the way around, and pretty simple to follow. Next thing we're going to do is remove the dirt from this outside layer. So we're going to go around removing 1 dirt on each side here. And then the water is going to flow all the way to the middle. And now there should be a 3-block gap on each side, just like that. As you guys can see, 3-block gap, 3-block gap. Next, we're going to grab our gates, and we're going to build a 3x3, just like this, and go all the way around with the gates, leaving the 1 gate in the middle not there. All right, we're going to grab our temp blocks from the middle here and go 1, 2, 3 like that, and place a building block on top, and then you can delete those guys right there. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build a 2x9 platform. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 out on this side, and 1, 2, 3, 4 out on this side. And then either side, just add a second layer of blocks like this. So this should now be a 2x9 platform. And then we're going to put 1 block right here. All right, now we're going to grab our repeaters and go 1, 2, 3 here. Put 2 redstone dusts like this, and then go all the way across with repeaters now, just like this. And then go like this, this, and then put redstone dust here and here. And then finally put down your redstone torch. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to set this to 4 ticks. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. We're going to go all the way around, setting it to 4 ticks, but technically you only have to click it 3 times with your mouse. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put a redstone, put a temp block right here, put a redstone torch down, break it, break the temp block, and there you go. Now your pattern has been started. All right, next thing we're going to do is grab our dispenser and place it right on top of that redstone torch. Next thing we're going to do is break these blocks down here, and we are going to grab our building blocks, and we're going to basically go all the way around the building blocks here. And this is where our platform is going to be for our first spawning platform. So from this dispenser, counting this block, we should go 8 blocks out. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to do that on each side here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and do it to those sides as well. So in total, it should be 8 blocks long all the way to the dispenser right there. And then once you do that, we're basically just going to build this pattern here going all the way back like this. So at the ends, there should be 1, 2, 3. So it goes 1, 3, and then 5, and then so on. All right, so that's how it should look. And then after you get that done, just go ahead and fill all these blocks done. And this is what every floor is going to look like. So we are going to be doing 5 floors, and they're all going to look the same. All right, so that is our very first layer. Pretty simple so far. The dispenser will splash water, and it'll drop all the mobs down into here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put another layer on it, because technically we're going to have 5 layers plus a roof, which equals 6. So what we're going to do to get our next layer on, we're going to put a temp block over top the dispenser, put an observer down, and then a dispenser down. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and break that piece of dirt, the temp block there, and then go ahead and build your stone platform again, just like this, leaving the dispenser one above. That way the water can flow out properly and get the mobs to drop into the kill chamber. So what we're going to do again, just go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And do all these layers identical to the original one down there. Just make sure this dispenser is above the actual platform. All right, so here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platforms in total now. Now for the 6, we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2 like this. No dispensers, no observers, and then just do the exact same roof as the spawn platform. So we'll just go out by 8 again, and then just fill in this whole top area, and then I can show you guys what's next. All right, so for the roof, we're going to go from the middle block, which should be right here, and we're going to build 17 blocks outwards. So this counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're going to do that on every single side. This is going to spawn-proof the roof, and it's going to work during the daytime because it's going to cast shadows and cause the lighting to be dark down there. So then those guys can actually spawn during the day. All right, so once you've got these 16 from each middle block, making each its own 17 long, you're going to go ahead and make this pattern here. So we're going to do 9 on each side here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4... and then 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And then let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do this on each side. All right, so now it should look like this. All right. So then now what we're going to do is we're going to start from this outside, and we're just going to do the same kind of pattern, just in and out, in and out, in and out, until we lead all the way over to the other side. And then we have to do this on each corner, and then we got to fill in the whole thing. All right. So go ahead and do that now. All right, this is what it looks like when the roof is finally done. Yes, it takes a little while to fill that out, but once you get it done, you'll be happy with the results. All right, so the last things we're going to do is we're going to go put our minecart down on those tracks so it can actually pick up the loot for us. All right, so we're going to put our minecart down like this, and we're going to get our fishing rod, and we're going to go ahead and cast the fishing rod, pull it in, and there you go. It's good to go. Make sure your minecart's got a hopper in it, of course, too. All right, and for the final thing we're going to do is we're going to put our buckets of water in each dispenser. So we have 5 dispensers and 5 buckets of water. So go ahead and place those now. All right, so our farm is done. Now, the next thing we need to do is make a spawn platform so then we actually get mobs spawning anytime we're in the AFK spot. So we're just going to grab scaffolding, and we're going to go up 123 blocks from this edge right here. So just on the ground beside the stone edge, go ahead and go up 123 blocks. So in total, my Y coordinates at 64, so 187. So we're going to go to Y 187. All right, now once we're up here, you can go ahead and just build out a little bit so that way we're over top of the farm. Kind of like right here is good enough. And then you're just going to want to place down a block. We're going to use glass because glass is spawn proof. And we're just going to build a little 3x3 block up here. And then we're going to put some doors down. That way we can trap ourselves in. All right, so we're going to put our doors down. This way we're protected from phantoms. And then just build a couple blocks up. Put a slab down. That. And then there we go. This is our spawn room. All right, so I put our difficulty to hard because that's going to spawn the most mobs. We're going to sit up here for 5 minutes and we're just going to see what we get. And also you can knock down this whole scaffolding tower. All right, so I AFK'd for about 5 to like 10 minutes-ish. So we're going to check it out and see how many mobs actually spawned down here. Now let's go down in the pit and see. All right, let's take a peek. Oh my gosh. All right, so as you guys can see, it gets an absolute ton of stuff here. We've got rotten flesh, we got arrows, we got bones, we got gunpowder, we got string. This farm is absolutely amazing. Now, it works really, really good to get gunpowder as well and bones because, of course, you know, you need that for bone meal, gunpowder for elytra rockets, all kinds of stuff like that. So it works really, really good for that kind of loot, my dudes. All right, my dudes, so thank you so much for watching. That is how you build yourself a super easy loot farm, a mob loot farm for Minecraft Java 1.16 plus. It works absolutely amazing, and it's gonna work great in your world. Let me know if you build it. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or need any help with it. I really appreciate you guys watching this. Thank you for watching. Make sure to drop a comment, smash the like, and don't forget to become one of the dudes by hitting that sub button. All right, my dudes, peace out, and have an epic day.